BRUDDC and Giddy got a show to glow. Life stories wild like a late night dream. We're spilling the tea and it's hot like steam. BRUDDC and Kitty, we're here to play. Life and gossip every single day. Laugh a little louder, who needs control? It's the BRUDDC and Kitty show. From trending news to the tales untold. Spinning the wheel, let the stories unfold. Catch us in the vibe where the chatter grows. With a pair that keeps you on your toes. What's the buzz? What's the word? Spill it fast, haven't you heard? BRUDDC and Kitty, we're here to play. Life and gossip every single day. Laugh a little louder, who needs control? It's the BRUDDC and Kitty show.
I can't
Truth or
hear
dare, we're
anything.
taking the leap. Stories that'll make you laugh all week. Tune in now, let the fun explode. This is your stop, it's the BRUDDC code.
Birdie, can you hear us now?
Now I can hear it, yeah. Couldn't hear you at all.
Okay. You sounded like, because we can't see, no one can see Birdie at the minute. She sounded like someone under the in the closet or something. I can't hear anything. What is up, good people? You're watching the BRUDDC and Kitty show. We have our guest today, TikTok's Birdie.
Hi.
How are we doing? Let's start with you, Birdie. How are we doing today?
I'm all good, thank you.
Are you though? You're all
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
good? Okay. There's a story there. We'll get there. Kitty,
Yeah,
how are
we'll
you doing
get
on this
there.
lovely day?
I'm all right now. I've had one of those mornings where I just want to burn down the world, as I said to you earlier. I managed to get some, which is always a bonus. And I want
gosh.
wardrobe malfunction I have just had that you've all witnessed. I apologise. But the girl's got to make sure she's in. That's all I'm going to say.
The girls are in. The girls are in and away.
I had to double check and I got caught on camera always.
Oh no. Where do we start, ladies? There's nowhere else to start. Let's start with the BAFTAs awards. Tourette's is back on the map again. Let's have a look at the video really quickly. Let's see what we all saw. Oh, that's nice, Birdie. Here we go.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate.
Yes, Kitty, let's start with you first. This is going to raise the banner for Tourette's and everything, and
Yeah.
you know.
Firstly, we've got to applaud the two guys for literally carrying on, because in that moment, you what do you do? What do you say? How do you say it? You know, how do you cope with something like that?
Yeah.
They didn't know at this point that it was Tourette's. They didn't. All they heard was the N word and B word. So, but from what I can gather, from what I've heard, and I've spoken to somebody that was actually there.
Yep.
Apparently, this guy was ticking all night until he left. He left literally straight after that. But he was shouting things out all the way through. For those that don't know, the guy literally has Tourette's, and there is a film that has been made that was being honoured by the BAFTAs about his early life to show everybody about Tourette's. And so it was literally about him. He's being played by his son, and that is who it was that made the comment.
I would say, you know, everyone would have known, and like you just said as well, this was going on the whole way throughout the show, and everyone would have been pre-warned as well. Like, you know, there's a movie centered around Tourette's, raise awareness, whatever it is. There's going to be people that obviously have Tourette's in the sort of audience and stuff. So I would have thought although it might have seemed like the actors were shocked or whatever, but maybe they were a little bit more prepared. It doesn't make it any easier or any less sort of like, you know, because, you know, the N-bomb for some people is still a very deeply offensive word, and some people get upset by it. But what the question being asked on social media is, should they have apologized? I know we saw a video of them making an apology regarding it. There's loads of questions actually, Kitty, because there was a 2-hour delay on the show. Why didn't they cut it out? Why didn't they cut it out?
That is bad of the BBC not to have cut it out. I think the guy that's actually done it has made an apology.
Yeah.
But I think people need to understand a little bit about Tourette's, because I've seen a lot of people saying that because he used the N-bomb, he must be a racist underneath it all. But I think what people need to understand with Tourette's is what happens with their brain, and this is the best way I can describe it. Right? I hope this makes sense. In a room, when they're full of anxiety and they're really nervous, their brain goes, what's the worst thing we can say right now? What would be the one thing that would upset the whole balance? Don't say that, don't say that, don't say that, and it just blurts out the mouth. Apparently, when he met his friend's mum for the first time, who'd got cancer, he turned around and said, you're going to die in 6 months.
Wow.
And it just, you know, like, it's like socially, he's probably thinking to himself, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, and it just comes out of his mouth. So he's probably thought to himself at the time, what's the worst thing I can say? And it's done.
Yeah.
I suppose there may be ways of dealing with it, but that for me is just a guy's tick. But people are saying this guy's a racist, and I don't think he is.
Yeah. I think there's obviously when anything to do with race sort of comes up in the spotlight, you always get, you know, you always get the people that want to have strong opinions on it and why people shouldn't apologize, and like, you know, these people are. I already made my video earlier. I have no time to waste with people pretending to be something that they're not, and you know, claiming to be outraged by the sense of anyone apologizing for doing anything that's all right. That's all right. We're just deep in chat with the Tourette situation.
Okay.
Where do you stand? Where do you stand with people saying people having to apologise for? Well, the BBC apologised for airing the video.
I think they should definitely apologise for it. 100% they should. I don't think that word is socially acceptable anywhere. And I think Tourette's, I don't care what condition you've got, that word, no, it's an excuse in my opinion. I mean, people will probably come at me for that, and I'm not bothered.
I've got to disagree with you, because I know people with Tourette's.
Why did they say that word? Why did they go racially? Why is it a race thing?
It's a nervous tick, and like I've just explained probably what happens in their brains, and it's the best way I can describe it, is anxiety kicks in, and they're going, what's the worst thing I can say? What's the worst thing I can say? Don't say that, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. And it just comes out their mouth. They can't control it. They genuinely cannot control it. They, like I said,
to be fair, now I've got to kind of go on the back foot with what I've just said, because I'm bipolar and I have episodes and I genuinely cannot help it. It's not like I can help my behaviour and I'm ashamed of myself after. So yeah, I kind of like, I'm looking at it completely differently now you've said that.
It's a neurodivergent thing where they just literally cannot control it. I'll tell you a quick story. I went to Alton Towers with my godson, and I said to the guy next to us, who was on one of the rides, and I went, right, I'm going to warn you right now, he's got Tourette's. We are going to swear all the way around this. And we got up into the air, we're swinging around, and he just shouted, oh my God, I can feel my Whitney. Right? We ended the ride. I looked at the bloke looked at me and he went, well, that went better than we thought, because he didn't swear at all.
Yeah, I think I have had experience with this as well, and I've also had the experiences I've had with it is that there are some parents out there that think it's funny to teach their kids swear words and teach them the worst words possible, and it becomes a joke sort of thing when they're younger. Say this word, everyone laughs at them, and then guess what happens? In 5 or 6 years' time, that's the only word that the kid knows how to say. And I've experienced that a lot. There are a lot of people that find it really funny. Like I said, the closet sort of people are going to come out and try and defend this, whatever. But I feel like we're all, like Birdie, she had strong opinions on it when she just came in, and you explained it. I feel like most normal, reasonable...
What can I say, though, in my defence, I've not seen the film. So, the film, the BAFTA thing, I've not seen the film. So, like people say, oh, well, you need to see the film before you comment. I've not seen the film, so.
The actual incident or the actual film? Because the
No,
film,
I've seen the incident. It's all over TikTok, but I haven't seen the actual film.
no, the film's coming out now. If you know what I mean, it's one of those
Okay.
that's coming out, and it's literally about his life. The guy that actually shouted, it's actually about his life.
Is there any chance this was a publicity stunt to promote the film?
I don't know. The fact 2 hours delay, and they still let it roll.
It could be, because that would be a very clever marketing tactic, wouldn't it?
Yep, bang on the money. You know, I don't think there was any, like, you know, Kitty was saying that someone that she knew was in the audience, and I don't believe we got any other moments of TV with anyone shouting any words like that. So it's very convenient. Unfortunately, you know, we are in the Instagram shake your ass for view kind of attention kind of way, and everyone's doing it, and the BBC is no different. They could have very easily avoided this, even if they wanted to. They could have beeped it if they wanted to, or, you know, they could have done so many different things to sort of avoid this. They chose to air it. Like I was saying, most normal, well-rounded human beings will, yes, they might not like hearing the word, just like Birdie, but once it's explained that no malice was made, and this is a condition that this kid has for whatever word is a man has, whatever reason, he uses this word, and most people will leave it at that. Like, you know, it's really not a big deal. Like, you know, there are people jumping on social media, the typical lot. You know, and people are spinning it either way to get the views. They're like, you know, I saw someone made a post that said racist Michael B. Jordan racially abused on the screen and blah blah blah, and just trying to do the clicky-baity kind of stuff, which you understand it's social media, but, you know, there is a dangerous side to this sort of, like, you know, slow sort of dog whistling on social media, like, you know, and it's another story. I'll go on to it a bit later, but I suppose the question is, does anyone disagree with the fact that they apologized, and does anyone think they were wrong to apologize? Let's start with that.
No, not at all.
No, I think the guy that actually, obviously, that said it, he was mortified. He was absolutely mortified. He literally, apparently, ran out the building, and obviously made a public apology immediately. But he did say, and this is what makes me think, you know, this will make you aware of what we go through.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
Is it a publicity stunt? Like you say, there was a 2-hour delay. Why couldn't they have edited it out? It didn't need to be in there. But now everybody's talking about the BAFTAs.
Everyone's talking about the BAFTAs, the producers.
And that film, yeah.
The producers of that movie will have given that young man a load of candy snacks, you know, a load of bonus. There'll be a massive bonus coming his way because, you know, they got the attention that was needed. Yeah, I feel like I don't think like we're going to have too much sort of disagreement on this matter, really.
Prince William was there, and apparently I saw a clip of him talking to somebody, and he said something, and he went, but it started a bit sort of controversial anyway. I thought, even he realised that obviously you can't help it, and, you know, I do feel sorry for the guy. He can't help it. Somebody's put in the comments, if you don't think it, you won't say it. But like I've explained, the thinking is, what is the worst thing I can say? And they get anxious. They get anxious, and they're like, "What? Don't say that. Don't say that." But that would be the worst thing that my mouth could say, and it just automatically comes out. Like I say, he said to that woman, "You're going to die in 6 months."
Yeah. I think as well, a lot of people are quite insensitive to how people may feel when they hear words like this. Like, you know, obviously it's not affecting them, so they're just like, oh, the kid's got Tourette's, it's fine, blah blah blah. Stop making a big deal out of it. You can't say nothing nowadays. Like, you know, you're kind of getting a lot of that.
Was it a horrible word to use? Completely. Should they have edited it out? 100%. I put this on the BBC, but like you say, now everybody's talking about the BAFTAs. Mm-hmm. So it's just marketing, isn't it?
Yep.
Like, she's gone on TikTok. It's all over TikTok. It's all over all the platforms.
Yep.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah. I've just got this little video. I'm just going to pop up here. You might have to be fast because it's only 5 seconds to hear the volume. Get ready so you can hear it. I'm going to pop this video up and see how it makes you lot feel.
Mommy, that lady is so fat and ugly.
Shh, that's not nice. You can't say that.
I'll play it again.
Mommy, that lady is so fat and ugly.
Shh, that's not nice. You can't say that.
Now,
Mommy, that lady is so fat.
Now, yeah, okay, we got the point. Obviously, that was AI, but I wanted to throw that in just to sort of put you in that situation where you're walking down the street and some woman and someone comes out with, "Mummy, that lady is so fat and ugly."
I've had this happen. Of course I would with Mia. Mia has severe autism, and in that, under the umbrella, it's a little bit of like a truth bomb.
Very honest, aren't they, autistic people?
Can't lie. And my neighbour had put some weight on, bless her, and she hadn't seen her for a while. So this was the first one. She would turn around and went, "What's wrong with Natalie? She looks like a big fat cheesy what's it?" Right? So I just went, "Get in the car."
Was this in front of Natalie?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then my brother came for Christmas and she hadn't seen him for 10 years, and he walked in the house and she turned around and she went, "What's happened to you? Why are you fat and old?"
Oh, great. Kids are great.
How did that? Did you get any feedback from your friends and everything?
Well, my brother gave her a tenner, so I thought if that's how you get a tenner out of my brother, I can do that all day.
Yeah.
You know, I went, "Mia, you can't say that," and we all, tried to, and he went, "No, it's all right. I understand. That's Mia." But
What she sees is what she says.
Yeah, I've got to the point now where I never even ask her, "Does Mummy look all right?" Because believe me,
She's ruthless.
I'm not ready for that. I'm dyeing my hair because Mia's just told me I look like an old crone because I'd got grey in my hair.
Wow.
This is what it's like.
How old is she?
She's 18, but she's sort of got the mental age.
Bless her.
But she is brutally honest.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. There's no such thing as too honest in this world.
How would you guys feel on the end of something like that? So say like, most women very self-conscious of how they look in this day and age anyway. You're walking down the street and you hear some kids say that woman is so ugly or that woman is so fat. Like, what would you, let's start with Birdie first. How would you receive that information? You're walking down the road, you've just got up, you're not looking at your best, and some kid shouts, "That woman is bloody ugly, Mum. Look at the state of her."
Well, you know me and my opinions on things like this. I'm not responsible for what anyone thinks of me. I'm only responsible for the way I react to it. If I go and smack that kid and say, "You can't say that," then I'm in the wrong. If I don't react at all, I wouldn't care about something. It's only a kid. You can't be mad at a kid. They're just honest people. I probably do look like crap and they're right. You can't be mad at a child. They're honest. They're just honest little creatures, aren't they?
Let me flip the question then. Have you ever been offended by something someone said to you, and what was it?
Okay then. So today, no, that was well put in. That was, Today I had a message in my inbox, basically racially abusing my fella because he's Asian and I'm white, obviously, and it was a racially abusive message, and I just thought, well, where's that going to get you? It annoyed me. So I screenshot it, sent it to you straight. I was like, "I'm fuming. I can't do this podcast. I'm so mad." I was mad at the time, but I thought I had time to think about it. It's like, it says more about him than it will ever say about me. I could never go at somebody like that. But yeah, I didn't feel good about it, let's be honest. Because it's not nice to be attacked on your race or whatever. It's disgusting. I've never liked racism, to be honest. There's no need.
I always say that 2026,
Yeah, just bloody grow up in this day and age.
Colour of somebody's skin. And can I just answer Jay, please? How long have I been a doctor? I haven't been a doctor. I've never been a doctor, but I'm around neurodivergent people constantly.
Where did I miss that comment? I didn't see it.
I can see it on the comments. Yeah.
Oh, it must be on Facebook.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm around neurodivergent people. My daughter, like I say, is severely autistic. She has ADHD as well and learning difficulties. And my godson has Tourette's.
Oh.
So
And he had to throw in the clown emojis as well, didn't he? What is
I
it
know.
about? What is it about people that feel that they have to sort of be this way on social media? Like, you know, the guy's watching. Why not just say? Why not have some sort of like real sort of conversation, something really sort of meaningful where he could have said, you know, what
maybe
experience? What he could have asked about your experience. He could have asked about anything really, like, you know. And I will say this, like, you know, I've been around all these so-called professionals when it comes to autism and all the rest of it. And these guys are the real clowns, like, you know, the people that actually deal with these people, the people that actually raise these people, that
Yeah.
actually have experience, know what works, know what doesn't work. Kitty, I mean, how many times have you heard one of these people say the most ridiculous thing? Why don't you try doing this? Why don't you try doing this? Maybe it's this because Mia's this way, or that because it's that way. Like, you know, it's almost laughable, really, isn't it, when you hear them?
when Mia first started school, I had teaching assistants that said, by the time she leaves us, she'll be normal.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I just went, oh, you crack on.
Raw. I'd have sued them. I would have sued them. What the hell?
I just let Mia go. It was
What was
easier.
what was their metric for normal?
Yeah, exactly. Define normal anyway.
Well, you know, neurotypical, you know, like a normal 4 or 5 year old. I mean, don't forget, I mean, Mia was still in nappies sort of at that age because obviously of her condition. And so they wanted to do this, and that. And I just thought, okay, you show me how you're going to make her normal. And I just laugh. I mean, I've had people tell me that if I beat her like a dog,
Wow.
start behaving. I've had all sorts. And maybe if I hadn't have given her the MMR, we've even
Oh,
had
wow.
people tell me it was because I took paracetamol.
Everyone's a doctor when it comes to somebody else's children on the internet.
But when you look in my line of family, you can actually see the autism. You know, my dad was autistic and got diagnosed at 76.
God bless him.
Little traits. Do you know, it's just what it is. Mia is just severely autistic. But I've had so many comments and so many people sort of tell me what to do and how to fix it. And I just go, yeah, all right then.
Okay.
She wasn't playing. She just wasn't playing. She has a bus that takes her to college and she just wasn't playing. And I said to her, you need to go and get your shower because she has a routine. And she was like, don't push me this morning. And I just went, okay, looks like I'm taking you to college. She's now at college, but you know, I know when to play with me and when not to play with me.
Yeah. Kitty, let's go back to it as well. Over to you. Have you ever been offended by something someone said to you, and maybe more personally, something someone said to you, and what will?
Obviously I was bigger, and pre-Mia especially, people thought it was okay to point out I was fat. And it used to, you know, like I didn't know.
Yeah.
I've never understood people that think it's their personal right to tell you what they think of you. Like you say, Birdie, what people think of me is none of my business. But they used to go out of their way to go, you know, you're fat and you're ugly. And there was so many comments. Oh, God, you're a 10-pounder, aren't you?
Oh, I know. There's horrible people everywhere. But it's more of I just think it's more of a mirror of them. I just hold a mirror up to people like that and it just shines back at them and it just reflects who they are and they hate me for it because it bounces off me and goes straight back to them. I don't let things bother me now.
Yeah.
I used to be sensitive, but nah.
What would have made you sensitive before then, Birdie?
Right. Well, as you
mentioned-
know from our podcast, I was in an abusive relationship. And he said one of the most horrendous things, and it'll still stick with me now, and I will repeat what he said. Right. During an argument, he said to me, grow some tits, you unattractive FUCK. Having sex with you is like effing a 15-year-old boy. And you know what? I forgave him, but I never, ever, ever, ever let go of it. And I secretly hated him for it. And I always hated myself internally because I was allowing it. So, and I was so miserable, but I never forgive him for that, never. And it still sometimes replays in my head, and I have to remind myself I've got a decent man. He'd never, ever, ever raise his voice, let alone anything else to me. So it's just sometimes it's hard, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was horrible.
one of the things that they like to do, these sort of horrible people, is compare you to other women. So when I was bigger, he used to say, why don't you lose weight and then you might look like her?
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you weren't so fat, and I know I'm fat. Do you know why I'm fat? Because I'm miserable and I'm living with you.
Isn't it? I love that.
I lost all the weight and I look like,
Thriving.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That seemed quite emotional, and thanks for sharing that, Birdie. I know it's quite hard to sort of relive sort of memories
It's
that
all right.
people sort of put on you, because obviously there are
No,
things
you know,
that
I'm
people
honest.
say.
You know me.
Yeah.
If you ask me a question, I'll give you an honest answer. No matter
Yeah.
how painful it might be, I'll tell you the truth.
nobody wants to trigger you into remembering such a horrible thing.
I'll never forget it either way, so you're not triggering me into remembering.
It's a bad thing to say, and it's attacking your womanhood, you know.
Yeah.
And that's just horrible, just horrible.
Just because he could.
Yep, yeah. What you'll find as well, though, with men that do this, it's kind of just a way to sort of beat you and demoralize you and keep you down.
Yeah.
So they can keep you there also as well. They want you there still, but they want to abuse you. And
Yeah.
and sometimes if they want to leave you, they'll do that as well. And it's kind of like forcing the relationship to end as well. It
Well,
can
the
go
thing
either
is,
way.
I ended it mentally way before I got him out of my house, because you do, don't you? And then he wouldn't leave. By the time I finally asked him to leave, he wouldn't go. It took 6 months and the police to get him to actually leave my property. It was terrible. He refused to leave. I was telling him to go on dating sites, get with other women. I was trying to encourage him out. He wouldn't do it. He was adamant he was staying there to abuse me for the rest of my life. No, you're out, mate. I had to get the police in the end.
I just men like that, I just don't understand. Well, I do understand. It's a control thing. It's they do it to make themselves feel better about themselves.
Oh, I know. Well, he must be sobbing his little heart out now, because look at me on TikTok. I am thriving. And I've just gone viral with my boyfriend's car. Have that.
Yeah, I heard about
No.
your viral video.
Listen, 412,000 people have seen my fella's Mustang.
Wow.
And 11,000 people have seen mine in his picture.
Well, let's have
And
a
I
look.
hope the X is one of them.
Mustang is not a pseudonym for anything else.
Beautiful. It's a Hulk edition. It's like a lime green. Go and have a look on my. It's gorgeous.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna have a look in a second. I'm gonna have a look now.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, 400 and something thousand people. Oh, that Mustang's lovely. Is that green one his? Is it?
Yeah, it's his, paid for outright and everything.
Ooh,
I had to
right,
turn
yeah.
the comments off because haters were hating, as they do.
Yeah.
I
No,
never
people.
understood. Hey, I don't
And now we're being racially attacked because we've got a good life. I'm on TikTok. He's got a nice car and a good life. He's got me. And people are like, oh, I don't like you. Message. Let's get racial. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it hurt? Does it? You've got to think to yourself. Does it actually hurt for them?
No, it's water off a duck's back because it's words on a screen. I'm not going to bother what some little troll says to me on the
Do you know?
internet.
It says more about you, Birdie. That when I asked you about something that really affected you, like personally, you spoke about that, like which does it affects you, but obviously they're not being racist to you; they're being racist to your partner. It says more about you. There's a lot of really lovely people out there that that will just get on. Intermingle, which everyone's doing in this day and age. You've got a bunch of dinosaurs, a bunch of sheep at the minute
Yes.
that are just not moving with the times, and with people like Rupert Lowe coming in and talking about sending people of color back to different places and all
don't.
this sort of nonsense.
People are listeling. That's the worst thing.
And this is where I wanted to get to. Like just quite recently, I don't know if you lot have seen it on TikTok. I think it was
Manchester.
there was a young there's that, but there was a man got attacked by these two young boys, attacked, and they basically beat him to death. I think it's in Wales. They beat him to death.
Oh,
It was
yes.
a
yeah.
racially motivated attack. They were shouting racial abuse and all the rest of it. This is the
I would
thing with
just speak
people
to
with people like Rupert Lowe, Tommy Robinson to an extent, like all these sort of far right people. There are people that don't have the mental fortitude to just watch stuff and understand the dog whistle and understand that they're being sheepwalked into a dark alley. Like these two young boys have I would 1,000%, like you just go check their algorithm, see what they're watching, see what they're listening to. They're seeing all these, when we have politicians standing up and speaking so recklessly and carelessly, they're They don't understand that people are. There are some people that don't have the understanding to say, right, look, you know, think this ain't exactly how it is. Like, it might not be exactly how I want it to be, but it's not exactly how they're portraying it. Then they go out and attack people. Like, there are real consequences to these lovely people that talk nice and well and talk about, you know, their sort of, to blow all their dog whistles all day long. There are consequences. Right now, I think there's about 3,000 people in prison because they thought it'd be a good idea to try burn a hotel down. Like, you know, with people in there, like, you know, there are severe consequences. That's why I think we have to start really looking at what we people are saying. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
something needs to be done.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to look at your platform as well. I mean, if you've got like we were saying about that Lucy Connolly, she had a big platform. She was an MP's wife, and making comments like she did, it's just not acceptable.
Yeah.
Just not acceptable. It's like say if I had 100,000 followers and I started making racial comments, it's just not acceptable.
Not just racial comments, threats of arson. If you had 100,000 people, like, just to remind everyone, Lucy Connolly said that she basically said everyone get down to them hotels and burn those bastards. Burn those bastards.
I remember
down.
that. I
Like,
do
you know,
remember.
and then you had people are still trying to use it for like a defense argument. You're like, oh, Lucy Connolly, what they normally do is compare it to people like pedophiles and stuff like that, and they're like, listen, no, everyone wants this country to be more harder on pedophiles. Like, that's not a thing, but you can't use that to try and make your point. You can't incite violence. That's one of our basic laws. You can't incite violence. Like, you can't tell people.
Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right, do they? Or whatever. It's fucking. Well, there is no wrong. How can you? There is no wrong on that case. It is literally inciting violence, like you said.
Go and burn down the hotels. And
But Trump did it. If we look at America when he incited that riot.
Yeah, January 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did. To be very fair, he is suing the BBC, and they are liable because they did edit his speech to make it sound a lot worse than it actually was.
Really?
Yeah, they did edit his speech. He's suing them right now for, like, I think it's like 5 billion or something crazy like that, because they edited his speech to make it sound more provocative. Let's just say.
Yeah.
So I will be fair.
How the BBC can, like, edit that.
Oh yeah, we're back to the old BBC again, aren't we?
Yeah,
always that BBC.
Edit out those words by
Any publicity is good publicity.
And when you think about it, him suing the BBC, who's going to have to pay for that?
Yeah, us.
Us.
Our license fee, because they've done something. Why should we pay for it? My license fee, I think it's about 170 quid now, isn't it? I very rarely watch BBC.
I pay it monthly, so I don't really feel it, to be honest with you. But yeah, just a funny one. I was using, just totally off subject, guys, as well. But I'm quite happy about this deal that I found the other day. I was looking. I'm doing a lot of documents, so I was looking for, like, Microsoft Word to purchase, and normally I pay £10 a month for it, which is about £120 a year. I saw this deal. I paid £9, and it's a lifetime key.
Wow.
£9 for a lifetime key. I couldn't believe it. I thought it was a scam, but there was it's a different sort of process. But nevertheless, I have a lifetime key now of Microsoft.
Well, you'll have to think for that, because I use that quite a lot.
Yeah. Do you pay the monthly for it as well? Or?
No, I haven't. Do you know what? I haven't, and I need to. I need
yeah,
to.
Me too. For documents and stuff, you really do need it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Drop me a tenner, and I'll give you the frickin' sign-in password, so you can have it you can have a license key as well for a year.
Oh, he's too good too. He's too good.
So, guys, you know, we've been around with the BAFTAs thing. Like, you know, I don't feel the need to sort of whip up, do any dog whistling. I feel like we're all mature. We're all understanding people. We can totally understand someone's got Tourette's, and, you know, Tourette's happen, let's just say. Like, you know, for sure, people's feelings do get hurt when they hear things. It doesn't have to be racial. That's the whole reason why I was trying to mention that, like, you know, things that have upset you in your past. Can
you remember that video we did as well? That young boy that said it to that guy in the restaurant, and that guy literally, like, ran him out the restaurant.
He confronted the family, yes, for sure. Yes, I remember
Yeah.
that one.
And it wasn't actually the family because he was just out with his carer, and she kept saying he's got autism, he's got this, he's got this, he's got this, he's got this, and the guy just wouldn't let it go, and he was like, well, you shouldn't be saying that. Yeah, well, I think everybody knew, and this is the situation. Everybody knows that it shouldn't be said, and sometimes it just
him and his dad were actually really horrified by it. The thought of just having the thought of people thinking that his son was racist and had these kind of things. I'm just trying to scroll through, see if I can find it. I do have it somewhere.
Yeah.
But
I went before, but then there are those that are using this sort of situation for it, like you say, dog whistling. There's people knowing that this guy needs to be removed, and this guy, he's a racist, and he's got Tourette's. If he could have stopped himself saying it, he would have. Yes, it was the wrong word to use. Yes, it's a horrible word, and I think it should just be gone from the whole, vocabulary. But he said it, but he'd been ticking all night, apparently all the way through. And like you say, they've not shown this, have they? The only tick you hear is those two words.
But yeah. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences, and things. They got the promo they wanted. Let's just say that. Some people might say if they've done it on purpose, it's a bit ruthless using the race card to get promo, but this is the world of social media, the world that we live in. Ladies, this concludes our show today. Thank you very much, lovely Birdie, for joining us, Birdie.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Indeed.
And well done on your blow up of your
Oh,
mustache.
thank you, babe. Thank you very much. Appreciated.
What you need to learn is next time you need to make sure that video is at least a minute long, so you actually get the Creator Fund money on that.
I need 10,000 followers first. Give me a follow, everyone. Come find me on TikTok, Birdie420.
Birdie420.
Self-promo.
That was million. I still never got anything for that.
Did you not?
Yeah. Let's end the show anyway, guys. Peace.